Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're outside a house flip that we've been working on and is getting closer and closer to being done. So we'll show you inside what we've done, what it looks like, and what we have left to do on it. We are in beautiful Colorado, and I say that half jokingly, half serious, because while there's snow on the ground, and while it's a balmy 22 degrees, it was minus 21 this morning, and it feels absolutely amazing right now, being 40 degrees warmer than that. So I can still see my breath, but it feels fantastic. The sun is out. Our polar vortex is leaving us, so that's pretty cool. This is a house I bought from a wholesaler a couple of months ago, and it was a very, very dirty house, but didn't need much work. So that's the kind of house we like to flip, mostly cosmetic stuff. And so we did do a little bit more work, but we'll show you what we're doing, and then hopefully this one's done here in just a couple of weeks. We can get it listed, sold, and keep focusing on some of our other flips we have, because we do have quite a few projects right now. So here's what the house looks like, and I should say that cold weather has been playing havoc with some of our other properties, laundromats. They're both having a hard time keeping up, so it's so nice to have the weather warm again. We don't have many times in Colorado where we get this cold, so it is a challenge. All right, so here's what the house looks like now. We've replaced flooring, paint, doors, vents, some of the trim. There's the kitchen we'll show you here in just a second, and it just looks so much better. I know I've spent some time complaining about contractors a little bit here lately. We have multiple contractors we use, and so the guys doing this house are number one in line right now because they get stuff done very quickly. They're very affordable. They're very easy to work with. They have a number of things going for them. So Nikki and I, who's my project manager, joke, hey, you've either got to be fast and maybe a little bit more expensive, or you've got to be slow and cheap, but you can't be slow and expensive. And if you're fast and cheap, that's just amazing. So we're trying to give these guys more work, and we have been, and we actually gave them one of our newer flips. And while they're here working, like, yeah, we've got someone else doing demo on it right now. I'm like, oh, you guys are awesome. So this one's looking really good. It's getting really close. It is kind of weird how the bathroom is laid out. This is your master. But, with our housing market right now, this property should have no problem selling. And like I said, this house wasn't trashed. It wasn't destroyed. It was just dirty. They never vacuumed. There were dirt and cobwebs all over the ceiling and walls and fans and everything. I know tenants had occupied this property, and it's just kind of like they never cleaned once the whole time they're there. So sometimes people, when I say a place is super dirty, they think, oh, there's no, holes in the wall or stuff, no furniture left. I'm like, that's not, I just mean actual dirt. And if it's trashed, that kind of means there's trash everywhere, stuff left, and, trash bags, furniture, whatever. And then destroyed kind of means that's when there's holes in the walls, damage, things of that. So I've got different classifications for different levels of how houses are left. This house does have a lot of closets, which is nice too. And here, before I show you the kitchen, is a little bit of what I was talking about, what the house was left like before we started the remodel. And then this is what the kitchen looks like too, because it looks a lot different now. So it wasn't bad, but it was pretty dated, pretty old, and a lot of things we can do to make it way, way, way better. And then with this kitchen, we had options. You can gut it, tear it out, redo everything. You can see some of the dirt and cobwebs on the ceiling. Just crazy. Like I said, it wasn't trash, but man, was it dirty. And or we could paint the cabinets, and that's the option we chose just because it saves so much money. And while those are older cabinets, they're actually in fairly decent shape. And here, you can see what it looks like afterwards. So we did replace the counters, but we kept the cabinets, painted them. We kept that fridge for now, but I think we're going to move it out because this dining area is so small in here. It is just tiny. And it's kind of a weird layout where it has the stairs like this. Like there's tons of ranches that have a similar layout, but usually the kitchen is kind of where I'm standing, and then the dining room is where the kitchen is, and you don't have a walkway through the living room in both spots. You've just got one on one end, which gives you a little more space. But this one is a little tighter. And you can see you can move the fridge over some, but it's still going to overhang. And it's just a gigantic fridge. So in our other flip, we actually have a smaller fridge that we could probably move in here, move this fridge to that flip. So perfect. That might look like a slightly upgraded sink from what we normally use. That's because we're still working through our 30 or so clearance sinks we got from Home Depot and stored in our shop. So we were able to get a lot of really nice sinks for very, very cheap. Something else that is weird on this house, that's the garage outside. It's got a one-car garage. It's right next to the house. There's no entry into the house from the garage. And that's one of my pet peeves. Like, why? Why don't you just put a door there? So here's the basement. And it looks way, 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 way better down here too. And especially when you turn the light on. That just makes all the difference. But we thought about taking that wall out. We weren't able to do it. We'll show you here why in a second. But here's the laundry room. And this is, we talk about murder rooms. I actually took a video of a really nice murder room. It's not in a house I'll be buying. But I haven't had many crazy murder rooms lately. This is like the opposite of a murder room. It's a laundry room in the basement with a ground level window. It's fantastic. You don't see that very often. So over here we've got the family room, and we've got some big changes coming here. One of them being that fireplace. We're in the process of painting it. I say we. I'm not doing the work. I'm just lumping myself in there. And then this was super cool too. Some of you may have remembered me complaining about a vent not being painted in one of our other properties. It was rusty and just looked really ugly. Well, these guys, not only do they replace vents, do different stuff like that, they took the fireplace tools and painted them. I was like, well, that's going above and beyond. So that was pretty cool to see. And we pay for that, no problem. We're always willing to pay for extras and different stuff. And if, love seeing stuff like that. This room before was not finished. Now it is a very nice office with a closet. So we finished this room, adds a lot of living space, makes a big difference. We thought about finishing this room or possibly walling off this other room. I'll show you here in a second. And we chose that room just because it made much more sense as far as dimensions and how easy it would be. Here's the other room we thought of walling off, but it's a little smaller. I don't know if you can tell, and this is much narrower. And then like the wall doesn't quite line up with that wall. It's got this big doorway we'd have to kind of close in, and that's your only entrance to the outside. It just didn't make as much sense. And this is a wall. I really wanted to take this out and open things up, but it's got the cold air return vent in it. It might have been structural. We're not really sure. So it just was a lot cheaper and easier just to leave that wall, unfortunately. This does have a walkout basement, like I said, with easy access to your cat if you so choose to have one. We have a visitor in the yard, as you can see. He does not come with the house, and luckily he's outside, or I would probably be sneezing if he was inside. And then, of course, we have the bathroom here, which looked like this before. This was the crazy bathroom, the throne, and that throne was made of concrete. All of it was pure concrete underneath that toilet. Our plumber was not happy when he discovered that. But it looks way, 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 way better now. And we have a real bathroom. Look at that. We still have a very tall drain pipe, but our plumber will take care of that and make it a normal-sized toilet in the future. So that's good to see. So this house is almost done, almost ready. We'll have another video of it when it's all the way finished. Maybe we'll stage it, maybe not. And we'll have videos of all our other properties and liquor store and the laundromats and all that coming up soon. Hope you stick around. We'll be back.